Okay, so today we're going to do a bit of further multiplication. Some of us are going to keep focusing on the short multiplication that we practiced on Friday, and some are going to be moving on a little bit. So I've kind of got 4 different lessons in here for you to pick your level. Hopefully one of them will suit you. So if I just start sharing my screen. There we go. So more short multiplication for some of us, but we're going to do 4-digit by 1-digit and beyond. So just bear with me because I've got to go through all the different levels. So when you find something that you like, just pause it there. So if you were really struggling, or you were struggling a bit with the multiplication from Friday, what I would like you to do is try some of these. I've given you easy numbers. Where I suspect some of you may be struggling is you don't know your times tables. I know I keep banging on about it, but parents, this is a plea. You know, we have lockdown, we have this period of time where, you know, it's an opportunity for your children to get really, really confident on their times tables. Going into year 6 and beyond, it's super important. I have given you a multiplication grid in the next slide if you're really, really struggling with these. But it's only the 2s, 5s, the 3s and the 4s. You really, really need to know these. So pause here. If you are going to be doing these, here is your, if I hide this, there's your multiplication square if you really, really need it. But by now, you should, by the end of year 4, have learned up to 12 by 12 and be really, really confident in them. So use this, print it, put it on your wall and spend the next couple of weeks just really making sure you are really, really confident in these if you are not already. For silver level, so this is for children that are beginning to get there with the 4 by 1-digit multiplication, but you might feel like you need some extra practice today. That's fine. This is probably where I would expect the majority of you to be. So, sorry, coughing, talking too much on the stream. So for the warm-up, try these, see how you get on, check them with a calculator, and then you can move on. So for silver, here is your first problem. So Annie earns £1,325 a week. Lucky Annie, I would like a job like that. So how much does she earn in 4 weeks? So pause. How can you use the skills that you have learned to work out this calculation? Here we are, getting a little bit deeper. So Alex has calculated the answer to 1,432 times 4. Here is her answer. She got it wrong. These people on here, they always get it wrong, don't they? Where's she gone wrong? Can you help her? Next one. So this is going to require quite a bit of digging to work this one out. This isn't going to be a 2 minutes and you're done thing. So work out the missing numbers using these clues. Remember, consecutive means one after the other. So it might mean 1 and 2, 3 and 4, one after the other. The product is the numbers times together, and then just follow the clues and see how you get on. These are the answers to the silver level. If you are super keen, there are also some other bits and pieces on this document that you can work through, but obviously you don't have to. It's just if you want to do some extra. I would recommend that everybody does the silver today, just to make sure you've really, really got this. This is much more of an extension activity. So gold level, if you are really, really confident with that silver and you feel ready to move on. So how do you know if you're gold? You are confident in your times tables up to 12 by 12. If you are not, I would rather you worked on that. You will struggle if you don't know your times table is really, really confidently up to 12 by 12. If you don't, go back, times table rockstar, stop here. You got the vast majority of your maths right yesterday, and you've tried silver and you've got those right, then you are gold. I tried to find a Tony Hadley gift to insert here, but couldn't find one. Ask your grandparents who he is. It's a joke. Okay, so if you are gold level, we are going to try moving on to multiplying a 4-digit by a 2-digit number. It involves quite a lot more steps, but if you think you would like to have a go, that is brilliant. So my fantabulous Word document is back. Here it is. So as you can see, we've got the 4-digit number, but this time we have a 2-digit number that we're going to multiply it by. I'm going to keep the numbers really, really nice and simple so I can show you through. So the first thing that you have to realise is this is 2 different calculations. So what you're going to do is that is one calculation there. So the first bit you're going to do is exactly the same as we've been practicing. You're going to times your 4-digit number by your 1-digit number. That's the first step, and that bit will be exactly the same. So you don't have to worry about anything different happening there. However, this is where it is different. You then have to take this 4-digit number here, in yellow, and times it by the number that's in the tens column. You're going to times it by that 20, and then what you have to do is add these two numbers together. There are a lot of situations where children get trapped here, so I'm just going to talk you through. Okay, so the first one, exactly the same as you have done, 6,345 times 5. That isn't going to change. You're going to set it out exactly as you have been practicing. So this, you would have your 25 in there, so you've got your 5 times your 5, and you get your 25. You don't worry about this at the moment, you ignore this. 4 times 5 is 20, add your 2 in, and you're going to get 22. Just there, like we've been practicing. 3 times 5 is 15, add your 2, you're going to get your 17 there. And then you can do your 6 times 5, which is 30, add in your 1, 31. That is exactly the same. Now this bit is absolutely crucial. This is where loads and loads of children go wrong. That is not a 2, that is a 20. Therefore, we need to shift our next answer over so we start in the tens column. Absolutely crucial. You always put a 0 there, otherwise things are all going to end up in the wrong column. I encourage children to write that 0 in a different coloured pen so they remember and they just get into the habit of doing that. Like I said, loads and loads of children make mistakes when they come to do their SATs and other things because they forget to put that 0 there. Right, you're now going to ignore this 5 here because we've done that bit. And we're going to times everything by this 2. So you're going to go 5 times 2 is 10. But you see how I've shifted it over one column. Just keep following those columns. Square paper will really, really help you in this instance. Okay, so we've done the 5 times the 2. Now we're going to do the 4 times the 2, which is 8. Add your 1, 9, no carry. 3 times 2, you're going to get 6. And 6 times 2, you're going to get 12, like so. Okay, that is not the end of it, because what we have got there, that is actually not your answer. What you've done is you've done 6,345 times by 5, and then you've done 6,345 times by 20. You now need to add both of those numbers together to get the answer to 6,345 times 25. So there's a lot of steps involved in this, and all you've got to do is add them together. So this number here, you're going to add to your second answer in here, like this, okay? Whoa, looks a bit psychedelic, doesn't it? Right, we're going to add them together. So 5 add 0 is 5, 2 add 0 is 2. I'm just going to mess up my formatting a little bit. 7 add 9 is going to be 16. So you need to remember to put your little 1 underneath there. 1 add 6 is 7. Add your 1, going to be 8. Under there. 3 add 2 is going to be 5. And then you're just going to drop your 1 down there, and you get that answer. We're going to double check it with a calculator. So we have got this 3, 6, 4, 5, add 25, so 3, 158625, 158625. Oh, see it? Just there. Okay, so there are loads and loads of places this can go wrong. The 0 and the adding together at the end. Sometimes I had to think about that, get a bit confused. You try and like times 3 times 2. Those two bits at the end you need to add together. Pause this, watch it back a few times so you can get the method. And go back to here. And you're going to just have a go. So gold level, try those, see how you get on, check them with the calculator. And it's really just about practicing that method and following it through. Right, if you want more maths, I'll give you more maths. So there is an extension activity. So this is a problem that is to do with 4-digit by 2-digit multiplication. Have a go at this. Next one, pause, have a go at this one. Bottom bit of that is quite trappy. Read it very carefully. And this one, there's quite a lot of thinking also involved in this. When you have done those, here are the answers, no cheating. There we go. So 4 different maths lessons for today. Pick your level, play on TT Rockstars frequently.